up, folks? Film Focus page, me, Mr. P again. I'm going to be giving you another retrospective review of Age of Ultron. If you don't know, if you've been following me, which you have, thank you, I'm going to be doing a retrospective review of every Marvel film up until the release of Captain Marvel, which comes out in 2019. Avengers Age of Ultron was directed by Joss Whedon and stars the entire Avengers roster. You know who they are by now. And in this film, we see Banner and Tony Stark create an artificial intelligence entity called Ultron, whose plan it is to protect the world. But technology being as dangerous as it is, when it starts to develop a life of its own and starts to become aware, it turns into a threat. And it's up to the Avengers to stop him. Avengers Assemble, which was released in 2012, I loved it. It was what a comic book film should be. Great characters, great action, great plot, enjoyable from start to finish. It was one of the best films of 2012. And when the bar is set that high, you think, okay, what are we going to do as a sequel? How are we even going to surpass ourselves? And I can easily say that whilst it's not as good as Avengers Assemble, Avengers Age of Ultron is still an enjoyable watch. Joss Whedon, my hat's off to you, sir, for crafting such beautifully written three-dimensional characters and for making such an enjoyable film. The way that these characters all come together, the comedy, the banter, the action sequences, they all work really well. Whereas the first Avengers Assemble was an introductory film and bring them all together, Age of Ultron sees how these characters all gel together as a team and what has been happening in the last 3 years. And it works. I love the chemistry between all the characters. I love the dialogue. I liked how we had an introduction to new characters coming into the foray. Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. We didn't have much of a backstory to them, but they still were added to the film. And again, this film is some 2 hours plus, and in the Blu-ray version, it's listed as being 3 hours. So there'll be some backstory and some information as to what was missed in the original theatrical cut. The visual effects in this film are off the chain. Again, a sequel is meant to surpass the original and raise the bar, and they did. The action sequences, the fight sequences, the Hulkbuster sequence, my word, loved it. I thought, oh my God. And again, ILM was involved with the visual effects, Premier Special Effects House, and the visual effects in this film are easily top notch. Great quality, and the action sequences were just beautifully crafted and handed together. Especially the final sequence where we see all the robots coming together and the Avengers take them all on. It is reminiscent of the final sequence of Avengers Assemble, but it is still enjoyable. The somewhat romance between Hulk and Black Widow, I didn't get that. I didn't think that needed to be in there. And it really didn't add anything to the story at all. But I also liked how there were great additions to the film. Paul Bettany as Vision, I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was great, and I liked what he brought to the film and what he's brought to future Marvel films thereafter. And what I love doing most about these retrospective reviews is the fact that you can judge a film harshly, thinking that, oh, this film ain't nothing, it's rubbish. But then when you see it a few times later, or a few years later down the line, in my case, you think, you know what? I was a bit harsh. This isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. But again, Age of Ultron, not as good as the first film, but a very worthy follow-up. And I will give Age of Ultron a very strong 8 out of 10. So, there we have it. That's my retrospective review of Age of Ultron. Subscribe to this channel, follow me, leave your comment with what is your favourite Marvel film, and I shall see you on the next film review. Take care.